I wanted to further expound too of what the TikTok I just made, the video I just made on John 15, verse 12 through 14. So then when you go down to, like, right after that, a few verses, you've got John 15, 18. So you're looking at John 15, 18. So verse 18 is it's a what happens if you fulfill the first video I just made on this, on fulfilling the royal law, keeping the commandments, teaching others to do so, and rebuking the fables. If the world, so this is starting at verse 18, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, and if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come, King James is kind of hard to read, but it's necessary because it keeps all the original idioms. I'll just put this out there. All Bibles, all translations have the lion pen of the scribes in it. They've all been tampered with and messed with, but this is how he kept his word from being, like, this is how he preserved his word, right? Through the idioms. The idioms and the allegories is where he's preserved his word. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. So he's speaking the law. The law is what exposes sin. It's how we know what sin is. It's Galatians 3:19. It's transgression of the law. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, which was the royal law, they had not had sin, but now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law, that they hated me without a cause. Now see, that right there, anytime you come to a spot where it says that it is written, you need to go find where that's written. You need to find, because it's in the Old Testament. So what you have to understand is this persecution, like, does the world hate you? If it does not hate you, then you're of the world. Plain and simple. There's no sugarcoating nothing here. Yeah. And it's for his namesake. That's a whole loaded one on its own. Go look up what his namesake is. Because they didn't know God. You see, 1 John 2:3-4. Those who say they know God but don't keep his commandments are a liar, and the truth is not in him. But if all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. It's because they don't follow the commandments. You don't know God at all if you do not follow his commandments. You're a form of godliness, but denying the power within. You're clouds without rain. All these people in the church, that's exactly what they are. They don't even know what this book says. How is it that a guy that has been in covenant now for 10 months knows more about the freaking word than a pastor of a church after 30 years? How is that? You think that's of my own fruition? Nah, bruh. It is not. That is the Spirit of God because of verse 16. Verse 16 completely backs up what I just said. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. He's chosen us, elected, and ordained us that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. You see, he's elected and chosen and ordained certain people in these last days to raise them up, to warn the people, a watchman unto his people, to tell them of coming judgment, and that they better get their ass in gear real quick, or it's going to be curtains. Plain and simple. Bread and butter, folks. Plain vanilla. It doesn't get any clearer than that. Seriously. You have got to check this stuff out. You have got to read the Word. You have got to set aside any apostate Christian doctrine that they're teaching, which is just literally nothing but traditions of men. And not only that, they're going by what's called the letter of the law. It's the literal, like what the words say, but that's not what it means. You see, God wrote this word. It's like a puzzle. You got to put it together. You got to figure out. It's like you got to jumble up of letters, and you got to make the words out of them. Right? It's one of those kind of games. He did that because you have to study to show thyself approved. Right? This is Proverbs. It's the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the honor of kings to search it out. You've got to search this stuff out. The church just takes this verse, and they don't like the ones that are like, oh, you are my friends if you do so whatsoever I command. And then they see love, and they think, oh, we'll just go be nice to everybody. Isn't that special? Like, no, that's not what love is. So just know, when you truly follow his commandments, you're going to receive persecution. But are you going to be a wuss? Are you going to be a pussy and tap out? Are you going to man up and do what the word says? Because if you don't, it's going to be really, really bad for you.